Morning and every day we're back overlanding and
I don't know what's wrong. It's not good. Wow, wow, wow. Oh yeah, this is Patagonia.
Hi, I'm Alex, adventuring my motorbike around the world, enjoying the ride in South America.
Bienvenidos amigos. Hello and happy day. Welcome to Ruta 7 on Carretera Austral. We have about 1230 kilometers ahead of us on a road that was built by a dictator a couple of years ago, executed by the military to protect Chile from Argentina. We're gonna go around the road all the way to Villa O'Higgins. And today the road, as far as I'm aware, is mainly bitumen. So there's asphalt. A couple of parts are still like gravel, but it shouldn't be too bad. We're gonna take a couple of ferries. I think it's gonna be at least like 4 or 5. One ferry today, a short one, a longer one tomorrow morning. And then also there's a ferry to get over to Villa O'Higgins. We're gonna get out pretty remote during the next couple of days. So I stocked up the groceries. It's gonna be more expensive out there. The Carretera Austral is said to be one of the most beautiful roads in Southern America. It's going to be more like spending every day on the road again and again, just like moving. I have the idea there are a couple of beautiful villages out there where I want to spend like maybe 2 or 3 nights. On our way to Ushuaia, this is going to be the first highlight for sure. Also, the route is used by several bicycle riders every year. So the infrastructure is rather good here with regards to accommodation. I think also the infrastructure with regards to fuel is good. However, I fueled up completely before I start and I go like low fuel consumption mode because I assume the fuel is going to be quite a bit more expensive out there. Yeah, the Carretera Austral down to Villa O'Higgins is a dead end kind of. And then we will have to go a bit back northbound to cross into Argentina. And we will cross at Chilean Chico, I think, which is the second most southern crossing possible. I think it's actually bitumen, but the most southern one is a bit more remote. People are friendly here, smiling and saying hello. Then we're gonna get into Argentina and head further down south. I'm not really sure exactly at which route I'm gonna take down there. There are a couple of options, but we're gonna figure that out in a couple of days. Now one can tell that the vegetation here is a bit more humid adopted. Not sure I would call it rainforest here, but maybe it is, but it's at least very cloudy here. Most of the time the sun comes out during noon. I think that the accommodations might be rather cheap actually. I found a couple of accommodations for tonight that are probably around 8 to 10,000. Whereas a campsite might not be too much cheaper, like 8 to 10,000 at like 7 to 9 euros. One of the more modern buildings here, this would be a rather new one, but they've mainly built the walls just from wood, right? Everything is wood made here. We're going easy peasy, 5th gear here most of the time, around 60. Not just enough, otherwise I don't see the surroundings, right? They're selling pan, like bread, and every other house is a accommodation, like a cabana as they call it. The Ruta 7. This is where we're going.
Follow the red line. We're starting the Carretera Austral Ruta 7 in Puerto Montt. Gonna catch a couple of ferries to reach Chaitén, Coyhaique, Cochran, and finally Villa O'Higgins. Be on the lookout. It's 4 ferries altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got insanely low on fuel. Will I make it eventually?
The ferry place. To get on the first ferry was just a short ride. Not even half an hour, I think. Some people are queuing already. We just wait here as well. Alright, it's time to enter the ferry. That's a bit of a longer waiting time. Like half an hour or so. I had to pay 8,000, which is like 7 euros. For a short trip it's quite a bit, because tomorrow I spend like 4 hours on the ferry and I pay only like 17,000. Bit adventurous. Gracias. Okay, that's it. We're waiting here.
Now the fun part starts. They tell us that the ferry has a problem. I don't know where the ferry is complete now, but we all have to get off. I think we go onto this ferry over there. Have to get off the ferry again, and then hopping on another ferry. Welcome to beautiful Chile. So we're landing at the same location where we left. ¿Dónde? No entiendo.
Quita la roja, por favor, dése cuenta. Que se parte la otra.
Aquí, aquí.
Ahí, ahí.
Just left about an hour ago, empty from here. So we're getting on it.
Alright folks, we're getting on a second time now. This boat seems to be a bit bitter. I'm going first. Love to be first.
Late morning at the ferry in Caleta La Arena. This short crossing over the Relon Caví sound is only about 30 minutes, but it's a key link. Without it, the road simply stops. Ramp down at Caleta Puyuhuapi, engine on, first meters back on asphalt. Ahead, a long line of vehicles waiting for the next ferry, and I roll past. Local firefighters stand by the roadside, collecting money to keep their station running. Just everyday Patagonia, where community matters and the journey south along the Carretera Austral quietly begins.
We made it into Hornopirén. The first 100-kilometer leg is finished. From here you take the ferry, long ferry. We're gonna do it tomorrow morning. One ferry I think 4 hours and the other one another half an hour. I checked a couple of habitaciones beforehand and I just go there now and see how they look, if they're open, how much they cost, and if they provide parking securely for the motorbike. They have a mall now here. Incredible. They live in wood houses, but they have a mall full of Christmas stuff in November. So actually a very picturesque village. People living here next to the riverside. And the flag is waving. Osteria.
What a morning. The dogs say hello, play a bit. Yeah, brother, how are you? Yeah, I stayed at this guest house, Ollie's, last night. Hospedaje, Ollie. And we're heading to the ferry now. The person here, the host, is also working for the ferry. Well, the scenery this morning is incredible. Although there's no sun, it's really beautiful. The ferry comes in. There are really a couple of motorbikers waiting to get on today. Big group of people, very friendly. Good community again here. Doesn't look like the newest boat. It's gonna be like a 4-hour trip. It's getting pretty loaded in here now. The ferry was always full in the last days, fully booked. But Chilean side fully booked, I think. We're heading to the next ferry. It was more than an hour waiting time. Many motorbikers around here. Alright folks, I'm here with Greg from Texas. And we're gonna hear about freedom now.
Freedom means to me, Alex, I can tell you, is doing not so much what you want, when you want, but having the ability to do that. And not worrying so much about what other people are doing. Let them do their thing. You do your thing. That's what freedom is, man. Just do it. Be respectful of it. That's cool, huh?
Awesome, thanks mate.
Thanks.
Rest assured, yesterday I put my pre-filter on and we're all good to go. Feels a bit like the Pamir Mountains. Yeah, the road is okay. No big stones, a bit washed out, but more or less good. Yeah, we're riding gravel here. It was very dusty. My jacket is full of dust. We're riding behind the other motorbikers, around 70. And now we're next to the lake here. Is it a lake? I think so. And we're heading towards Chaitén. There is a place where they have some sea lions sometimes along the side of the road. Let's see if we can give them a handshake. Whee! It's like Pamir. So much dust. Incredible. Everything is soaked in dust again. The whole motorbike, my whole clothing. Welcome to Carretera Austral. We're here for adventures, are we? And we're just cooking a bit. Today we're gonna have potatoes and we're cooking at this beautiful campsite here in really crazy style. And there's some beautiful French people also here today.
Morning at the campsite in Chaitén. Cold foggy air, quiet engines, everything's packed and ready. Ahead lies another stretch of the Carretera Austral. Glaciers, gravel, and long distances between towns. New road, same goal. Keep moving.
We're just going southbound. I think the sun will come out a bit later. It's 10:15. The tent is wet. What's going on? This dog just bit into my bag and all my food is going away now. What the heck? This crazy dog. What the heck? It didn't even look aggressive or anything. It was just biting while I was riding past it. Ah! Come on! Now I need a different bag. Alright, problem fixed. Let's go. Here we have it. The Carretera Austral. With some sunshine. Mucho sol. Muy bien. Let's see how we do this. I think I made too much noise. Hola. Here we're crossing a single lane bridge. Oh, beautiful. It is pretty remote here and there are not many cars on the road, which is impressive and which is actually the biggest benefit. The scenery is okay, I like it, I love it, it's nice. But especially cool, not many cars on the road. You pretty much own it on your own, by yourself. And I think it's gonna be a bit different during the main season. I heard that at the campsite I was last night, they have like 40 people a night, each of them paying $10 and sharing one shower. I mean, like I showered there and the shower was cold because two people showered in front of me. There are many insects in the air here, they're hitting me all the time, which tells me that the nature is pretty much intact here still. Some horses. I'll give it another try. Puyuhuapi. Puyuhuapi. Maybe, maybe not. It's not so many cars, not so many trucks. The only trucks actually I saw were fuel trucks. People are friendly here, you can just talk to them. They don't speak English obviously, and I don't speak Spanish. But more or less you can communicate, and we'll see how it goes. Yes folks, we do it. It's actually considerably warm today. We have like, oh beautiful. We have like 25 degrees. So I took off my pullover. I'm sure there are many out there of you who prefer this kind of road. But actually I prefer pavement. Just too shaky, just too dusty. I have to concentrate too much. I cannot look at the countryside. Yeah, we have to go. There's no other way, right? This is Ruta 7. Oh, this is like Pamir Mountains. Lovely. It's just that I have way too much pressure in my tires to do this. They're fully blown up. Yeah, because I want them to last long. Oh, we found this first lookout here. We're still riding along the fjord. And suddenly one lorry after another, one truck after another is passing me. This is incredible. Now I'm full of dust again. This is crazy. So I better get some air out to have just better grip. We're at 2.6, 3.0. This is just like too much for off-road. 2.0, 2.4. I think that's much better. Now we can climb this thing. Ooh, feels already much better. Much better. Such a difference. It's incredible. We're in a national park now. I don't know what's wrong, but the tire pressure went down to 1.9. I have a flat tire in the front again. The tire pressure is going down rather quick. There's a campsite 5 kilometers away from here. I might be able to make it, but I need to check if there's a nail in or something first. Because if it gets wet and I get a flat tire somewhere else, I mean, like, here to save space. This sucks, right? Why do I have a tube inside is like 3 or 4 millimeters thick? How can go the air? How does the air go outside? No, I don't get it. Okay, I don't see a nail in the tire. So I think I have air for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna make it to this campsite. I hope they're open and not closed. There's many other places. And check it there in more detail and camp there, I guess. Because here on the side of the road, I don't want to. Alright folks, I rode this 5 minutes and it looks like as the tire pressure is now staying in, which is something, well, or maybe not, I need to check that. It is weird. Maybe it's, okay, I arrived at this place and the host is so friendly, that's much more important. He speaks English, which is incredible because I can talk to him, he has a compressor. I can put up the tent even up there under the roof if it's going to rain. This is a beautiful property. We're just outside of the national park. Fantastic. So I just need to think like, how do I do it with the tent? Because I need to dry it. If I put it up somewhere there or maybe up there, I check the weather forecast. And then first of all, I will look after the tire and check what's wrong with that. That's most important, I guess, now at the moment. I was shocked for a second because I don't have cellular mobile internet connection here. But then I found they have Starlink here. Well done. But this is beyond crazy because the tire pressure now seems to be okay. It doesn't lose air anymore. So the only thing that I really changed is unscrewing the sensor and screwing it on again. So it must be something with the sensor. Maybe the rubber that is sealing the sensor to the tube metal part. For now it looks okay. So yeah, what do I do? Because I don't want this to happen again, right? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good morning and happy day, brothers and sisters from the Carretera Austral in Chile. The air stayed inside. It must have been the rubber that is sealing the sensor to this pipe here, to the tube, and air stays in. I'm happy about that. I didn't need to take the tire off and everything. But anyway, getting down the tent and then leaving this beautiful place here. Actually, they have horses here roaming around here. A horse. They said it's gonna be raining, but it's not. The sun is coming out every now and then, so the weather is often better than the weather forecast says in Patagonia. That's good. All right, folks, we're gonna leave this place now and hit the road southbound. I hope it's not gonna do a lot of rain today, but I think we're gonna be lucky. Let's see. You never know, right? Adios! Look at the beautiful mountains over there. How must it look like if there's sunshine? Many flowers here, the air smells, they're like flowers. We're going about 70 kilometers per hour, very slowly. We reduced the average fuel consumption with a bit of tailwind today, down to 28 kilometers per liter, which is about 3.5 liters per 100. Look at the flowers. Oh, incredible. And some people live here. Maybe they have summer houses here. And they own big pieces of land, right? Big pieces of land they own. It's pretty far away from every kind of infrastructure. The land actually here was sold in 1975 for $1 per hectare by the dictator. They have the people settle here and claim this to be Chilean territory. Not claim, but have it remaining as Chilean territory. And 10 years later, the price rose up to $100 US. That's incredible. I don't want to know like how much it is today, but people have really big land here. Like some parcels are up to 3 million square meters, even bigger than that. 1,000 acres. Nothing special here. It all looks like in the natural reserve. Like the wood has just fallen down, trees fallen down, and the wood just lying there, rotting, as it has always done. In Germany you don't see this. The air pressure stays solid with the new O-ring. Oh, look at this beautiful little lake. These houses, they're built from wood. The roof is just made by metal. Incredible. Look at the green grass. Ruta 7 goes straight here normally. Beautiful, but it's not paved. We're just taking the right. This is a bit longer, 10 kilometers longer, but we will have pavement. Otherwise I need to do my chain again. Pavement, yeah, we do pavement. Tick tack took. I heard both routes are fine. Beautiful. Kohaike, 71 kilometers. Beautiful road. It's made from little stones, Pflastersteine. Why do they do this? Never seen this before anywhere in the world. It's a bit bumpy actually. The bikers biking down to Kohaike. Kohaike. Good morning and happy day. We are in Kohaike at the campsite called El Camping. This morning I was looking at the heated grip on the left side. I was just checking like if the new one is actually working, and it does. But I will not take off the old one because I think I need to have some different tools which I don't carry to kind of really get it off by force. Now I'm gonna make some food. Have some broccoli, some olive oil. Just gonna heat up the stove and then yeah, let's enjoy the day here. Rodrigo is the kindest host you can ever find. He actually brought my food today, 2.5 hours, all the way from his place.
Send me that place.
I will.
Freedom.
Freedom. What does freedom mean to you?
What means the freedom to me?
Yeah.
To do the things that I want to do. That's it. That's your question. What about the freedom? What means the freedom for me?
Yeah.
To do the things that I want to do. And I want to live here. I'm very happy here.
Happy my food is back. Very happy. Because like it's not like nonsense food, is like nuts. And also, and I already stored it in the bike, more almond, ecological pasta. So it was about food about 35 to 40 euros.
Yes.
We are leaving this place called Kohaike. It's 9:47 a.m. and the countryside is welcoming us with a beautiful scenery already. I mean, like, we're just heading south and I have no idea how far I'm gonna get. I have some points marked on my map, and there is certainly a national park around the corner. And now there's no traffic anymore. I would say now after Kohaike, the countryside is way more beautiful. I like it much more. It transcends a bit from more like alpine lower lands to alpine higher lands. This is different. This is not like alpine. You don't have this in Europe. Maybe in Spain. And we don't have these beautiful flowers either. We made it to Parque Nacional Cerro Castello. At this viewpoint here, there's a duck swimming down in the water. Having a good time? Let's go. Everywhere they have warning signs of the deer. Look down there. There might be many deers around. I think mainly during night. But I mean, if I would be a deer, I would enjoy this countryside too. Beautiful river. It's quiet here. Beautiful. And I think these sticks on the side of the road, they indicate that the people here might get quite a bit of snow during winter time. No entry. People are very friendly out here. To a certain extent, I feel like in Uzbekistan, where people were waving out of their cars. It happened twice to me already here. Without me waving at them, that's always kind of the point, right? People are welcoming the tourists here, and that's something which is really nice. Getting more into a rugged landscape, combined with yellow flowers. We're going a bit downhill now. Maybe we get some nice views. I must say this can now keep up with Kyrgyzstan. From a landscape point of view. It's not the same obviously, but from a level of beauty and from a level of ruggedness we're going into a similar direction. It must have been beautiful a couple of years ago to ride here on gravel roads without any power lines on the side, not a lot of infrastructure. But actually I'm very happy about the road because it's not so dusty. It's a nice road. The strange thing is here everything is built with concrete. They don't have pavement like asphalt or bitumen, whatever you call it. Everything is concrete. Oh, look at the beautiful road. This is where we're gonna head down to the valley. Let it roll, baby. Woo! Beautiful. It's good to be here in spring because all the peaks, they're kind of still white. Blanco. It's good we're getting down a bit because it's a bit chilly up there. Carretera Austral. Which way are we going? I have no idea actually. I don't have my GPS on. I think this way is good. Ooh, are we going to overtake a car now? It looks like. Yes, baby. Okay, what's going on? Are you going faster or not? Okay, I go. Let's go. Let's open the throttle. Yeah! Precaution. Pavimento resapacio. I have no idea. Something with the pavement. Yeah, it's no pavement. This is concrete. Concrete plates like we had them built in the 40s, 1940s in Germany. There are all Gandhis on our Autobahn. Wow. That's a picturesque place here, yeah. Cerro Castillo, little village here, nothing special. This seems to be a famous place here, I have no idea. La Cocina de Sole. Many stickers on at least.
It's time to buy some water, maybe a quick snack, then hit the road again. That's the kind of pan they have here. It's rather tasty, a bit sweet, fresh.
So now we enjoy the road.
Yeah.
Some birds flying up there, looking down on us, smiling down on us. Maybe it's eagles. Maybe it are eagles. Oh, this is beautiful. I haven't had this beautiful scenery for ages. This is really like, this has some stance style here, some stance level. Not style, it's different. But the beauty, the level of beauty, wow. It's always a bit tricky to deliver it via the lens, but if you look at it, whew, the river's running down there. You're just riding the motorbike here. This is, I mean, like, Kemily is from Germany, I'm from Germany. We're both here in the south of Chile, in the Anden, and riding just this concrete road, right? We came here on an airplane. And we can explore this here today. Yeah, we're exploring here. In a couple of 100 years, people will explore other planets probably. But that's a different topic. Greetings to Elon. We go straight to Cochrane. I have no idea how to pronounce this in Spanish. Hey? I don't want to stop filming here because it's an incredible scenery. And it's very good concrete also. It's Mirador Ibanez. I think we're gonna have a quick break there. See that we can enjoy the view. Oh, aquí. Okay, let's stop here. Let's do a stop here. Okay. Oh, many stickers here. This seems to be the place. Let's go.
All these stickers on there. I actually think it's time to add mine here. Oh, we just go here. Easy peasy. Make it a smiling eagle place. Righty. Here we go.
Leaving just a sticker behind. I need to change the tire pressure. I need to stop somewhere first. But where? No, bus is coming. Thanks for all the dust again. Hi, Davidska. And the scenery is nice, but I have to concentrate on the road. Hicks. Oh, look at this. What's happening here? What color is that? This is pure green turquoise. I'm gonna stop there now and reduce the tire pressure. I think we should be able to get over this little bump here and here into the shade. Air down. Tires now at 2.1 and 2.3 when they are warm. I think that's fine. We're going like 80 now, and I think it's gonna be 150 kilometers like this today. It's gonna be rather tough. Sheep on the road. Watch out, bro. A stone. Oh, I think I rode over it. What the heck? That's also the reason why I don't want to go too much down in pressure. 2.1 on the front wheel is perfectly good for this road, I think. The road is good. It doesn't come with washboard too much. Every now and then a pothole. This is now a better part again where they put another layer on it. Yeah, they are constantly working on improving the road here. I'm riding this Carretera Austral still in its, not the original Porsche, but on gravel. A couple of years. You ain't gonna do it anymore. Similar to the Pamir Mountains. They're just building it all. I think we're an hour in now with regards to the gravel road. It's dusty, it's a bit exhausting, temperature is a bit too warm. There's actually no villages, no houses here in this part. It's pretty empty. Motorbiker, hello. This blue, extraordinary. It's so sandy, so dusty, all this stuff in the nose. But why do you do this, right? You do it for this beautiful scenery. Incredible, look at it. I was thinking flying the drone, but I mean, like, I'm standing here and the cars are passing by, all the sand, it's not worth it. But just look at it and share with you like this. Developed bike riders from the UK and from Brazil. I got the flag from the guy actually here. Yeah, it's good to get these presents, but to be honest, every little piece is a bit more weight that I have to carry. Oh, look at these trucks coming down the road. Incredible. And it being on a push bike, I mean, like, you soak this much more heavily because you have to breathe to push your bike. Wow, wow, wow! Ha. This is beautiful. Okay, this is really beautiful. This is why you come here. Look at this. This is why you come here. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Ah. This is incredible. This is Patagonia on a motorbike. Wow. What can I say? Going on the road and see what's behind it. It's Patagonia. Patagonia and the beauty of the landscape that Chile has to offer. Huh. Isn't that a dream? Yeah, the road could be bitumen. But if it would be bitumen, more people would be here, right? Oh, we rather ride a bit of gravel here, go slowly and enjoy the road, the countryside as much as we can. It's a bit washboard here. I'm going third gear now, but a bit over 50. Ah, hey, this is incredible. Look how much dirt they put into the sky. Hey, what the fuck? I can see nothing. Man. I'm sure Mr. Sandman will come tonight. Puente Tranquillo. These are nice little villages. I don't know. Somebody calls you on the road, they never stop. Especially in a village, they just want to sell you something. Ha! Look at this. One corner is better than the next one. Down the Carretera Austral. What more can I show you? Just this place. Guys, thanks for staying here. Thanks for joining the ride. And thanks for this joint adventures here in Patagonia. Into the mountain. What the heck? This is... Okay, now this is really comparing it to other countries I've been to on the bike. This is really special here. It's really special. It is indeed. This is. I'm wondering if it's actually a bit better than Pamir Mountains, because it's more green here. There's a bit more water here, and the food is better. People are also very hospitable here, so they're very friendly, similar to a third world country. I know like third world country is no longer something that we use today, but I mean like a country that is like at the bottom GDP scale, maybe in fourth gear, yeah? Just. Yeah, now we're good, 3,500 and we're good. I have this pre-air filter in and it takes really energy away. I need to rev like 400 revs per minute more to get the same kind of smoothness in the engine. It's just asking for more air. Hey guys, if you ever do this, do it on a sunny day, because if it's cloudy or rainy, this is not fun. Incredible. What color is that? Is that pure turquoise? I don't know what to say. Just checking how strong the bend will be. Yeah, we're going like almost 60 now on this road. I mean, we do have a lot of space here. It's just if another vehicle, especially a truck, comes from the front, then you need to be careful, because suddenly the space is much limited. We went down to fourth gear. Braking a bit here. Okay, going around the bend. Around the corner, as the Australians say. Around the corner and open throttle. Yeehaw! Yeah, with 80 according to this, but it's more like 75. Yeah, don't see too much. Third gear and pushing. Not too much. I mean, like, don't want to destroy my tires, but we're just going, right? The scenery is just like, where are we? Is this Patagonia? Oh yeah, this is Patagonia. This is the country. This is the place to be. I heard they have pumas here, like those big cats. And the guy I met on the campsite the other day, he was sleeping in his tent, watching the stars more or less. And then suddenly a puma was looking inside his tent, smelling, and ran away again. He showed me some pictures actually. It's crazy. But it was on the Argentinian side. We're in fifth gear now, going easy peasy. 3,600, 3,700 rounds per minute at 70 GPS. 80. Easy peasy 80. Like now the tire pressure at 2.1 and 2.4, it's ideal. I feel comfortable. I feel much more connection to the ground. And actually even sitting is rather convenient. But obviously here is also very good gravel. And I took the front camera off because the front camera is just like bumping around, and then with all the dust in it, oh, something hit me. And then all the dust just like kind of covers the lens. This lens here I can just clean every now and then from the sand like this. So I'm rather be careful. And sand is the worst thing for everything, right? It destroys everything. Yeah, this is a day on the bike. This is a day on the road in Patagonia. Oh, we can push through. Yes, we can. Oh, river. I will go through it and then go on the left side because there's less sand. Yeah, 86 kilometers more. I think it's just another couple of kilometers on gravel road, then we're back on bitumen. What is going on? The Caribbean Sea is not that blue. Come on. Okay, I had to stop here because this is like what nature can create. What do you say? Beautiful. Beyond beautiful. Okay, look how dirty she is. Everything is so. That's the way it is. I have no idea, but I can tell you the colors are just like incredible. Must be ice cold. More beauty of Tasmania just behind the motorbike. Oh, lots of washboard here. Still heading down south, direction of Cochran. The color here is a bit different, it's a bit darker. I definitely need a shower tonight. I thought it's strong, flat mud dried out, but it's actually bitumen. We're back on bitumen. Okay, no, we're going back on gravel. No, bitumen, it stays bitumen. Bitumen, bitumen, bitumen. Very good. I think it's another 50 kilometers to go to the city. And I need to air up a bit. Alright, folks. It was the only shade I could find around here. 2.1. We're going to 2.5 now. 2.3. Front tire looks good. Put this back on. Fix the nut. Rear tire. Where are we? In the sun. Open. The rubber is almost gone in here. Put a bit of silicone oil in the other day. We go to 2.8 off and this on again. Alrighty, get everything back into the bag. In here, close it. This in here, go in. Alright. Oh, look, everything is full of sand. This is incredible. Training dust. Okay, let's get moving again because it's too hot. Okay. Let's twist that throttle. Come on. Yeehaw. 2.5. 2.8. Why is it gravel now again? OpenStreetMap says like pavement. And it's gravel now again. I have way too much tire pressure now and this is not fun. And then these cars, they are hunting you, these suckers. I mean, like, I just don't want to go in all the dust, right? They can drift, I can't. Okay, give it full slow throttle here, man, Alteiro. Oi. The road here is just a bit better as the road on Palmer Mountains. Whew. What can I say? Look, the road. Oh, an animal. A horse as well. Hello horse, how are you? Big pothole. See, an animal hit me here. What the heck is going on here? This is really level Kyrgyzstan. There were also kind of these roads around the mountains. The scenery is more, there are more bushes on here. And Kyrgyzstan, it was just empty. Final destination today. We are here on top of Kochran, and as you can see, the city is kind of all set up in little squares, like blocks. They're a bit smaller than the blocks you know from the States, but everything is like blocked, but it still looks like kind of beautiful. There's a park where the trees are over there. They have some kind of little running festival there today. Down there, the road leads further south, which we're going to take tomorrow. And the scenery is nice, yeah. I mean, it's still the snow on top of the mountains. It's very hot actually. It's like 28 degrees. The sun is really burning down. I mean, like, this is end of November now, which is similar to end of May for you guys on the northern hemisphere. So Kochran is the last town when going southbound on the Carretera Austral. It has about 3,500 inhabitants, and the prices are a bit higher here. Earlier I bought 2 apples and 1 pear, and I paid about $2 US, and now I just bought a beer, a cube camper and 1 avocado for about $2.80. So you have to budget this. I was actually thinking of going via the Paso Roballo to Argentina in a couple of days, but you have to register and get kind of a permit to go there because there's no border control up there, so you have to check out earlier somehow. And you need to do this 5 business days in advance, and it's a weekend at the moment, so it's a bit long distance for the moment. So I might only go via one pass further north via Chile Chico. It's probably also nice. It's a bit further detour, bit bigger detour, but I mean, like, I think both things are good to go. Chile Chico is obviously a bit more infrastructure, whereas the Paso Rebellon is a bit more adventurous and everything is gravel, just a single road. I applied for this permit to cross via Paso Roballo for the 3rd time now. Not sure if I'm gonna do it, but then I maybe get the approval and maybe go a bit earlier there. I also have some friends who went there just today, I think, and they also would only have the possibility to go the next day. So let's see. I bought this beer from Argentina. I have no idea if it's a good one or not. I would tell you in a second. It's actually a big can. They have cans of 701 milliliters, and it comes with 4.9%. Let's give it a try. Approved. It's good. Morning and happy day. We're back overlanding, and the day is starting not the way I wanted it to start because I need to fuel up. The ferry is leaving at 12 p.m. in 2.5 hours. It takes me 2 hours 50 minutes to get there. And right now, we are refilling the gas station. It takes them 1 hour, so I'm gonna need to start. I think I should make it to Villa O'Higgins without fueling up. Having 2 liters left in the tank when I arrive. And I can fuel up there. There's a new fuel station. Also a Copec like here.
And I think we should be okay. We give it a try. There's also Villa, like the Tortel on the way. But in Tortel, I don't know if I can really stay there because it's more like a city or a village that is built along the sea, along the fjord, on wooden sticks. You can't go with a motorbike there, so I'm also not too keen to go there because why would I put the motorbike in the meantime? I stay there. So I think I just go to Villa O'Higgins. Now it's a bit difficult because the ferry timetable, if I gotta leave at 12, and if I go now like normally I will just make it in time. The ferry goes every 2 hours. If I miss the ferry, then I could take the next one still, but well, who wants to wait 2 hours for a ferry ride?
343 kilometers so far on this fuel tank, and on average that says 26.6 liters, which makes it like 3.7 on 100. So rather low fuel consumption. I think I used not more than 13 liters, which means I have like, yeah, at least 10 liters. I have 10 liters left, I think, to be empty, and it's like, if I go with 3.7 liters now again, I will arrive with 1 liter left in the tank. Whew. That's a tough calculation actually, because I didn't fill up myself. So I'm not really sure if it was full completely. I need to observe when the fuel indicator goes to 0, because then I know how much is left. And also I need to know like if I go uphill or downhill at this point in time, because it's a bit different. Anyway, the air pressure is good now, 1.9 and 2.0. We are in the morning, the tires are cold, so it will go up a bit along the Lake Esmeralda. Anyway, the scenery is fantastic. So we have to optimize a bit. We are 7 minutes behind the schedule. If we go like Google speed, we're gonna be 7 minutes late for the ferry. But at the same time, we have to go fuel efficient, because otherwise we're not gonna make it to Villa O'Higgins. But that's kind of an optimization that is rather a bit more tricky, because either you are fast and you burn fuel, or you are slow and you save fuel, right? It's a bit cloudy today, which is okay, so it's not gonna be too hot. We're riding downhill. There is good mood in the house. Another car passing by, throwing dust into my face. Thank you. It's a Sunday today, and the road is normally busy. I think there's a car every now and then passing by. The road quality is fairly okay. It has washboard every now and then, but you can pretty much fly over it at lower speeds. Oh, this smells like dirt in my nose. Wow, how clean the water is. Heading southbound towards Villa O'Higgins. The good thing here compared to Australia is I don't have to be afraid a kangaroo is jumping just onto the street and saying hello and want to kiss you. So we're 10 kilometers in since the fuel light went on. It's another 130 kilometers to go. I need to go slowly, otherwise I won't make it. But also the ferry is leaving in 10 minutes and I have 20 kilometers to go until the ferry, so I won't make that one. That sounds like 4 hours of waiting time. Maybe the ferry is going more often. That could also be. The average fuel consumption since the fuel indicator went on is going up to 4 liters. This is not good. Oh look, beautiful, a waterfall. Water falling down. Just next to the road. It's a bit steep on the right side. We are 10 minutes late. Terminal Puerto Puyuhuapi. Oh, there's a ferry still standing there. No, this is just a normal ship. Just a normal ship. No ferry here. The ferry has left in time. It looks a bit bad. Unlucky. And whereas the timetable says the next ferry only goes at 4 p.m., like 4 hours later, it seems to run every hour. Let's go. I think he said in Spanish that I can go just after this car. They all go in backwards. I won't. I hope I can just turn around on the ship. Let's put it in a safe way. I think we're good. Oh, we're going already. That's quick. Well, this last ferry is actually a free ride. Don't have to pay for it. Takes like half an hour. And we're not very much packed at the moment. There's one big truck. It's Camely and like 3 cars, that's it. Right, this was ferry number 4. I have to climb 450 meters. And I'm 30 kilometers in since the fuel light went on, and we have 100 kilometers to go. We will be empty when we arrive there. I go rather slowly, focus a lot on efficiency, and I think we will be good. And we just hope there will be fuel in Villa O'Higgins. What can we do? Where does he want us to pass? Dog's taking care. Hola. Up to Villa O'Higgins. I have too much pressure again in the tire. Because it's getting warmer, right? The tire pressure is going up so much. I would love to pressure bit it down, but there's no place where it's like some shade. I think there's even more remote than in the Panamericana Mountains. Because it's a dead end. Not so many people are going here. I have tailwind and I use much less fuel than normally. This is going on 35 kilometers a liter here on 60 kilometers an hour.
Oh, it's really tough riding up here. There's lots of sand, but look at the view. A bit shaky, but look at the view. Incredible. I just stopped here to air down a bit further to just have better grip. It's just more convenient.
That's the road we're taking. We're on 1.9, 2.2 bar now, which is pretty much ideal, I think. Just shouldn't hit any bigger stones. This is a glacier up there. I have to look at the road, so you better look at the scenery. Now we're creating a dust cloud behind us. I think the road's gonna remain a bit like that now, just like flat. This is like nature. Nature in its most beautiful beauty. Yeah, as you can see, we are riding along another lake. I would call it Lake of Beauty. But over there, Sump of Beauty. There's actually a sump or a swamp. Christopher, please comment below. Sump or a swamp? I don't know. And we have the Mountains of Beauty in front of us as well. People are taking a bath over there. Must be cold, I think. Yo, my friends, we did 560 kilometers almost now on this tank. We have like 5 kilometers left. Even if I got stuck now, I have a couple of milliliters to refill from the gas bottle. Since the fuel tank light went on, we did 120 kilometers. That's the big benefit of riding here. We made it to Villa O'Higgins. The first thing I'm gonna do is I go to the fuel station. That's the most important thing. It's 6 cents more expensive. Okie dokie. This looks like open or close. I don't know, do I do this myself here or do I get up one out later? Go back. Quality stuff, I think.
I filled up those 20 liters. I don't know, they don't never do full. So I can't really tell like how much I got in, but I can tell it was really empty. Checked in an El Mosco hostel here. It's 20,000 per night in a bunk bed. 6 beds in a room. But it's beautiful, it's good quality, I think. The beer here is another 40 cents, euro cents more expensive. You pay 3,000 for one beer. I mean, it's 700 ml. It's like €2.80. Whew. Right, folks, it's time for some dinner. Just some lentils with olive oil and a beautiful scenery. I have Hicks. Okay, make this sharp place here. Okay, here we go. This is how the scenery looks like. Enjoyable, I think. Let's go.